Hello, Aries. All right, Aries. Let's see what kind of week you're going to have. We already know you're going to have a great week coming up, right? Because you can speak it into existence, right? I already know you're going to have a great week coming up, right? All right. So the moon is in Libra already, which is your opposing sign. And Libra is a relationship sign. Libra's ruling planet Venus is currently retrograde. And so you may be thinking about love is in the air, and right after that the moon will be in Scorpio, and what you and Scorpio have in common is the Tower card. That's Mars, right? And so sources saying, so this week could be love, could be on the brain for you, right? So we're gonna get into it. And so let's talk about it, right? So this is eclipse season, and so love could be on the brain for you all. So that could give you a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions around love. So the main thing for you all, Aries, is self-love and self-worth. Knowing your self-worth and love, right? Self-love and self-worth. Let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Already cleared the space. Ask Most High God for complete and total clarity. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. This is a general reading, Aries. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go to my website, QueenAmunRa.com. Right? So this is going to be the second part of the previous reading here. All right, so yeah, love is going to be on the brain for you all as we get ready to move into this last quarter moon. But we'll make sure we close out this cycle right. We're going to slow it down because a lot of people are going to be celebrating a new moon. We're still in eclipse season. All of my readings are timeless, and so love may be on the brain, not just because Venus is retrograde, but you want to learn the lesson. And Mercury is also retrograde, and Mercury is the messenger planet, and it's also the knowledge and learning planet. Okay, so you definitely want to learn the lesson. This is not something you want to be impulsive and rushing through. You want to really get into that posture of prayer and slow down. You want to live a softer life, especially if you're trying to attract the love that you know you deserve. Let's get it set. That's right, I'm divinely guided. That divinity piece is source. You want to be in prayer. If you want love come across your path, you don't want to speed through this. It's not speed dating, right? Not speed dating. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. If you want something different, you're going to have to do something different in love. You're not going backwards, you're going forward. That's right, going forward. Sometimes we all, you know, with Venus is that goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. Venus actually rules, and when I'm reading cards, I'm also teaching about houses as well. So Venus actually rules Taurus, and it rules Libra, and Libra is your polarity sign, right? And so Taurus rules second house, and second house is all about personal resources, money, habits, possessions, values, financial security, self-worth, and also income. That's why I say self-worth, right? So, and it also rules Libra. Libra rules seventh house, and that's about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business, contracts, inner desires, but also enemies. The polarity side, the dark side of Venus, is people who are vain, vengeful, green with envy. So sometimes you look back and you go, gosh, there were people who were jealous of maybe a past relationships, and you kind of sort of think, okay, I'm doubling back because maybe I was friends with people around the time I was, you know, dating somebody or was married to somebody, and I had some hater friends around me at the time who was jealous of the person I was dating, and maybe I need to double back and look at that for a minute. Remember, it was a different time, different people could have moved on, you could have moved on, it could have been just a different time. People change, people grow. Maybe you didn't know what your North Node was at the time. Remember, we're in year 9. 2025, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. Sagittarius rules 9th house, and Sagittarius is the temperance card, right? So you're seeing things from a higher frequency now. And 9th house is about higher education, philosophy, law, And sometimes it's spiritual law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, spiritual beliefs, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. So a lot of things could have changed, right? And so sometimes you impulsively jump to conclusions and think, okay, maybe you can get that old thing back, you know, in terms of past relationships. But then you got to look at it and say, you maybe had some friends around you at the time that you can still be friends with now, that you think, okay, they may still have those hating ways, that maybe you need to look at them and go, that's something you may need to look at. So yeah, now maybe you're pouring into yourself more. So that may be something that you're into now. Maybe you're starting to pour into yourself more. Yeah, your psychic abilities are starting coming to life. Things are starting to come out now that you're starting to realize you're pouring more into you. You're desiring a softer life. You're slowing down a little bit more. You're doing, a lot of your wishes are becoming fulfilled. You're pouring into yourself more. A lot of things are happening for you. Your life is a lot more balanced out. You are starting to see other people as balanced out, because again, people are starting to pour into themselves more. You're just starting to see people a little bit differently now, right? And you got a lot more structure and authority to your life now. See this Ankh right here? Yeah, so this lets me know that somebody has a lot more structure and balance to their lives right now, versus it's your way or the highway. So this is a divine masculine to divine feminine energy. So somebody is now mirroring, somebody now is like, okay, that's what I'm seeing for my life. I see my life as somebody who pours into themselves, who's living a softer life, someone who, and I'm seeing exactly what I know I need for my life, somebody who, you know. And so sometimes you see couples where you feel like, okay, that's what I want in my life, and this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing now what I know I need for myself. I know exactly what I need for my life, and I know exactly what I want for my life. I would always say, you know, for you, because a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Here we have the Empress card. You're saying you know who you want to grow with. You know who you want to grow with, you know, in your life. And so Source is saying to you, when you know who you grow with, this right here lets me know, this symbol right here is 8th house. This is somebody would be from your past, right? So 8th house would be like, this is a karmic relationship. So you're like, okay, I know who I want to grow my money with. This is like somebody from your past. It's like 2024, like somebody from your past. It's like, okay, I know like somebody from my past who I want to grow my money with, you know, because obviously we're in 2025, right? So somebody's like now maybe thinking, I know who I want to grow with from my past. That would be from, obviously it's from your past because it's 2024. We're in 2025 now, right? So I know who I want to grow with, right? Remember, like I said, this is Taurus and Libra and Venus. Venus was to be the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, and Libra would be marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and enemies. Now somebody is starting to wake up to see who was an enemy of your marriage, your relationships, your partnerships, your business contracts, your inner desires, and also your who was an enemy of your past relationships, right? Now stuff is starting to become, it was starting to click for you. So now somebody is starting to see, wow, first of all, the enemy is within. It's like, okay, maybe it was a particular belief system. Maybe you're saying, okay, the enemy is always within first, because that's the karmic cycle within. It's like, okay, maybe you hadn't resolved something within. Maybe something was within, like emotionally something within, because all this is water. Maybe it was something within that you had not resolved emotionally, a feeling about something within, right? And it could have been, you know, overly masculine energy, right? Now somebody has it balanced out. Maybe somebody felt like something was their way or the highway. That was the overly masculine. Like, okay, y'all know how even it can even happen with women too. I'm talking to men and women, Aries. Sometimes women can be just like, okay, well, okay, guys, I'm moving too fast. I mean, moving too slow. I'll take care of myself. I'll just do it myself, right? You know, I'll just do it. You know, you're moving too slow. I can do it. I can do it. You know, I can handle 25 different things at one time. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that your person doesn't want to help. They want to help you. They want you to live a softer life. They want to be able to do certain things. They want to be that helper in the relationship. They want you to live a softer life. Just because you can do it don't mean that you should. So sometimes people want to help. So somebody's now in this softer, you know, soft guy, soft woman era that they're in. And so that's where you are right now. So you've resolved something within yourself. It's wonderful. And so Source is saying part of you during this lunar eclipse is starting to realize maybe you can kind of sort of double back. But because a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, you're attracting, you're in this, like I said, this is water. Maybe your spirit is kind of sort of reminiscing about some things in the past, and that moon in Libra is balancing you out, right? It affects your kidneys. Maybe you're like flushing some things out in your body. You're living a softer life, drinking more water, more balanced out now in your life. And by Tuesday, the moon is going to move into Scorpio. That affects your genitalia area, you know, down in the lower area, right? But I'm saying in a positive way. So I don't want somebody to go, do I need to go to the doctor? Again, this is all good, right? All of this is good. It's just like the planet's way of just balancing our physical bodies out, right? The Earth's way of balancing our bodies out. And so you're just being divinely guided and just growing. Your abundance and your prosperity is growing. Source is just trying to help you to just balance it out to live a softer life. So I do feel like, here we have this right here. Something could, to some degree, almost feel like your back is against the wall, you know, with something now that a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. And somebody could kind of go back in their mind now that just feeling like, man, you know, maybe I was impulsive and just jumping to conclusions about something that I maybe should have prayed about before. Right? Maybe I should have prayed about something, you know, before maybe jumping to conclusions about some things, right? So I feel like somebody is almost feeling like they have a whole new, maybe somebody felt like they just wanted a whole new lease on life. So somebody could be, you're getting a message now. A message is coming to you. Page energy is a messenger energy coming to you. And remember, Mercury is retrograde right now. Yeah, it's Mercury is retrograde right now. Yeah, Mercury is retrograde right now, and so you're getting some downloads about something right now. So something around the 6th house and possibly the 3rd house. You're getting a message. So 3rd house is around early education, intelligence, sibling relationships, maybe like, you know, hobbies and communication, logic and reason, maybe around, you know, spiritual practices, fitness, pets, diet, you know, service to others, your health, all those things, you know, just kind of sort of feeling like you have this whole new lease on life. Because again, you're learning how to live a softer life. And so somebody is now connecting with wanting this whole new lease on life. And maybe you got a good report, right? And so something about you is now like really connecting with people's just kind of sort of just emotional state of just feeling like you have this whole new lease on life. And just, you know how sometimes you get a doctor's report, and a doctor's report is like, okay, you need to kind of sort of slow down now, and, you know, and get away from, you know, doing so much and always like, basically like the doctor is encouraging you to kind of sort of leave certain things alone. If you want, you know, like just being around people who encourage you to live a softer life, really invest in your mental health and those kind of things. So somebody now feels like they have this whole new lease on life right now. So something is now making you connecting the dots with your mental health, right? Really helping you to connect with your mental health and balancing some things out. So that's where the divinely guide is coming from. So somebody, when you're talking, so somebody is somebody is now not so much talking about other people's mental health and something's wrong with somebody mentally and they feel like their back is against the wall. It puts you in a whole different frame of mind of talking about people's mental health and people are crazy and something's wrong with people. You know, when you sit down and talk to a therapist and a therapist says to you about, you know, having this whole new lease on life. So I feel like that may be a conversation that somebody may have had. Yeah. About a young person, something having to do with a younger person who really needed to kind of, who may have felt like their back was against the wall. Somebody had a younger person may have felt like their back was against the wall and may have experienced some mental problems. And it could have been some people who may have had a conversation with you about that. And they needed, you know, they could have been bullied. So I don't know if this is somebody's child or grandchild or something like that, but they really, really needed something. They needed a whole new lease on life. They needed their water. So water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So somebody needed to get away. Somebody needed to get away from the area that they were in. That's basically what it is. That's what it is. Somebody needed to get away from where they were. And people are, sometimes you can literally be geographically in a location where it is so toxic that it can literally cause you to have mental problems. Like there's something in the water. It can be so toxic where people are so aggressive, whether you're a man or a woman, it literally, like, people need to relocate. Yeah, devil card. Well, it can cause you to be chained to, you know, just like chained to everything. And so the devil card connects us with enslaved to some kind of obsessions or lust or restrictions, or it's like everywhere you go there's something to you got all of these temptations on every corner. It's alcohol here or drugs there or sex here or, you know, this problem here and this problem there and no jobs here and just people trying to, you know, violence here and violence there and just, you know, all kinds of, it just feel like people are no support and all kinds of stuff. And I feel like somebody feel like they needed a whole new, somebody felt like their back was against the wall and they weren't getting the support that they needed. So I feel like it's somebody needed some help. Somebody needed some help. Their wishes weren't being fulfilled. And somebody, yeah. And somebody needed money. Somebody needed money. Yeah, somebody needed money. So, yep, somebody was in a very poisonous environment and they needed money. Somebody was in a very poisonous environment and they needed money. I don't know that this is you. I don't know that this is you. I feel like this affected you, but I don't know that this is you. Somebody was in a very poisonous environment that they needed money, but I feel like this affected you in a way because this could be family. Because I'm looking at this. This is the emotion. It affected your. I feel like this affected you emotionally. That's what I'm seeing here. Something affected you emotionally because it's a younger person here. It's a younger person and something affected you emotionally. Yeah. Yeah. And this is they were caught in between some bullies. Yeah, somebody was caught in between some people bullying them. Some people were bullying them. Something happened with somebody, with a younger person. I feel like you could, a family member or something. Something happened and they needed a new lease on life. And so somebody felt fortunate enough to be able to create something for somebody. To be able to create something for somebody before something horrible happened to them. Somebody is now back in the saddle again. Somebody is now back in the saddle again. So the devil card is tricky because the devil is the author of confusion and the devil is a liar. So some kind of confusion was caused in order for somebody to create a whole new lease on life. So some kind of confusion was caused, and all this water right here is created. Somebody created some kind of confusion to create this whole new lease on life for a family member. May have been victorious, but at what cost? And who did it cost? Who paid the cost for something to be created? This is Mercury. Magician card connects us with Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini. Gemini rules third house. So somebody's sibling paid for something. And it also rules sixth house. What kind of spiritual practices as I'm looking at the devil card? So somebody's sibling and somebody was demonized for something. Somebody's work was demonized for something. Something that somebody was created, their work was demonized. I'm looking at this fire right here. So somebody told somebody some lies about somebody's work, and their work was demonized. Somebody's mother. It's a Chariot card. Okay. So 6 and 3 is 9. So some kind of expansion is happening here. Some kind of expansion is happening here. Yeah, some kind of expansion is happening here for someone across a body of water here. I always say what the enemy meant for evil, because the devil card is here, what the enemy meant for evil will always turn around for the good of all that the enemy meant for evil. So a light has been shown on something. Something has been exposed. Yeah, something has been exposed. All right, so let's get ready to close this out. So yeah, something has been exposed. Yeah, so this is the year of 9. So everyone's spiritual gifts, everybody's spiritual knowledge is expanding. Everybody's spiritual knowledge has been expanding. Expanding. Very spiritual knowledge is expanding. Talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. So here we have the Knight of Cups here. So somebody has new love coming across their path. Somebody has new love coming across their path. After an old love, something about somebody's ex. Okay, just be wary of your ex. I'll just put it that way. We don't give too much energy to an ex. But anyway, somebody has new love coming across their path. You're going to feel very fortunate. The devil is in the details. The devil is always in the details. Always in the details. Somebody is walking away from some kind of karmic cycle within themselves. Karmic cycles within ourselves is having like this feeling, this unresolved feeling within ourselves about somebody. You know, like whatever karmic emotion you have, like unresolved feelings about something that's unresolved about other people within ourselves. Just something unhealed within ourselves. Like, let's say, for instance, you haven't dealt with something. And it's just, you just been going around and around and around and around about something, about somebody else within yourself that you just cannot let go of. You can't toss it into a burning bowl. You're just not healed from it. You waiting on something from them to resolve. Whatever it is, and you just say, you know what, you're going to initiate the change. You're going to resolve something within yourself about it. And you say, you know what, I'm going to heal from this because I'm just wasting time and pray about it. And I'm going to release it in love. I'm just going to move on with myself because I'm just, you know, I'm just holding on to something and I just need to move on with my, whatever. I need to work on myself and I need to just move on with myself and just move on. Yeah. So that's what somebody's learning how to do. Yeah. So whatever you feel like you have been holding on to about whatever it is. Thinking people jump into conclusions, whatever you feel like is unresolved. You may feel like somebody was gossiping about you, you heard something, or somebody told you and you wasn't sure and you didn't get to the bottom of it. Some people hold on to stuff for years. Sources saying, if you're not 100% sure and somebody came back and told you something, you can hold on to that forever if you want to, or you can move on. You can move on. So that's what I'm seeing here. You're being divinely guided. So sources saying, learn how to see something from a higher frequency. We're in the year 9. We're in the year 9, 8 of Pentacles. That's something that you're working on. That's how you're going to see your money grow. Somebody has been slowing down their own money by holding on to some kind of emotion for a long time about somebody moving on from something. Somebody has been holding on to something for a very long. That's why there's so much water here. When as prayer warriors, things will speed along for. That's why I said about. For you all, things will speed up real fast for you all as being ruled by Mars if you all pray about it. Source will give you all clarity faster than you all think if you pray about things first. But it's the fact that you all are ruled by the action and assertion planet. You all take physical action instead of praying for it and then waiting for a source. That's what causes the tower to fall backwards. That's what causes the tower to fall backwards. Because sometimes y'all get impatient with source, with the creator. So, somebody's... Let me see. What is this? Is this... Okay, a lot of water here. Either somebody had a lot of issues with their mother, in the cards here. And I say that because it's a lot of water here in the cards. It's a lot of water here in the cards. So water would be like the feminine aspect. I don't know if it's like, if it was a healthy relationship or unhealthy relationship. So, I mean, it could have been a healthy relationship and maybe the mom's not here and somebody just felt like, okay. Y'all know how sometimes, like, if it was a healthy relationship, and sometimes people have like a really, really good relationship with their mom, and they just feel like they just didn't, you know, sometimes people don't get a chance to really say goodbye the way they felt like they should have, or maybe they could be, if at a time they feel like they're missing. And the reason why I say that is because of we coming up on the moon in Scorpio on Tuesday, right? So something, Scorpio is the death card. That's what I'm saying that. Or maybe if it was an unhealthy relationship with somebody's mom, somebody just didn't feel like it was the best, or, you know, somebody could be missing around that. Not trying to say too much around it, not trying to, you know, trigger anybody. Whatever the situation was, whether it was healthy, unhealthy, or whatever, something could have been emotionally draining for somebody. That's what I'm saying here. And somebody could have spent a whole lot of time around either just missing somebody, just missing just the emotional something, whether it was romantic or mother, because the Chariot card speaks to mother, right? Or feeling mothered or mothering or whatever the situation. But somebody took some kind of impulsive action that was just draining. That's, you know, when really, because somebody could have just prayed first and just waited for source to give an answer. That's what it really boiled down to. So I feel like somebody is never going back to that again. Moving on. Here we have Page of Swords. And I see from now on somebody's being divinely guided. Somebody's being divinely guided from now on. So here we have the Two of Wands. Somebody's waiting on some kind of results for something and making some decisions, and, you know, just moving on from now on, you know. So let me see. Here we see. What is this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Somebody could be moving. Yeah, somebody could be moving. Yeah, somebody could be moving. Yeah, somebody could be moving. So, 10 of Wands. 2 people could be moving, actually. Stress, exhaustion, burden, just too many responsibilities, asking for help. 2 people could just be moving at this point. 2 people could be moving. So we got 9 of Wands and just never coming back to something. Yeah, 2 people could be moving very, very soon. And so, yeah. All right. So, all right. Yeah. That could be part of somebody's legacy. Something could be part of someone's legacy of just learning how to just balance things out. Divine masculine to divine feminine here. Looking at the cards here, just like seeing things from a higher frequency and just not being too much in masculine energy. You know, like, you know, just like I said, and I'm talking to men and women. And that'll be, you know, part of your fortune. Is just like, feel fortunate when you are in that divine masculine to divine feminine energy of just feeling fortunate enough to say, okay, let me pray about something first before I take some kind of action. Like just developing a real strong prayer and meditation life. It's just that's leaving behind that legacy of just being able to just say, let me pray about something first. You know, of just, this going to be a part of somebody's soft life ahead of time. That's going to be somebody's soft life. Okay, we could be a lot of, that's how somebody's, you know, moving forward. So, what was the last couple of cards here? All right. Okay, I don't know how much of that can, but I feel like if it was a woman, somebody may have felt like, somebody may have felt like somebody was trying to help you out. Somebody may have felt like you were being maybe a little bit too assertive. If it was a man, somebody may have felt like, you know, they wanted to help in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So, so it's just like, okay, try to balance it out a little bit. You know, just kind of try to balance it out a little bit. Like, you don't have to carry everything on your own. You know, if you're trying to live a softer life, like, let somebody help. You know, you don't have to do everything on your own. You know, so you're not alone. If people want to help, maybe telling people, like, if people want to help, like, to just, you know, let people know what your love language is. Maybe in the future, just letting people know, hey, if they want to help, to speak up. Who knows? I don't know. Pray about it, ask source for clarity, but don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. But yeah. So yeah, you're very fortunate that people really, really want to, you know, who really, really want to help you and see it from a higher frequency. Yeah. As long as it's not some kind of an obsession, you know, where you just almost feel like, okay. But yeah, some people, I feel like this could go a whole lot of different ways. But yeah, whatever anxiety you may have been having about something is going to go away very soon. Instant manifestation. Soul and mind working together. Create a dream in your heart. You have nothing to lose. You carry the dream. Your intention is pure. Be ready to receive. And receiving it all. So you deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth. And trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. Open up. And then energetic pull. Yeah, so a true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Yeah. Sometimes people can misunderstand when you all feel like, okay, you're going to take some kind of bold move and bold action. They see it as being aggressive. For women and men, almost like, okay, you feel like I'm going after what I want. And some people see it as being forceful, like you just going to steamroll over stuff without even asking. It's taken so wrong for some people. They just like, they don't even want to deal with it. They don't even want to deal with it. It's such a turn off for some people, you know, that it's just almost like, okay, they don't even, it turns so many people off. That they don't get a chance to even process their thoughts, to even make a decision, because it seems like, okay, they're not moving fast enough, they can't think fast enough, and it's frustrating. So it's saying, feel fortunate when you pray to source that you want to live a softer life, and people come in, source sends people into your life to help you live a softer life. Don't complain. So allow source to divinely guide you, but it's that devil card right there, like. Be wise enough to know when you know, anyway. Y'all get the point. The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Success. Yeah, so you're on the right track. Like I said, always praying. You have changes coming. You have an opportunity coming your way, but use your wisdom. Some kind of home-based business is coming your way. Sources saying you have the foresight. You got money coming across your path, savings, you know, new direction. You're already winning at life because you have the opportunity to pray and meditate. The meditation piece is the receiving part. That's what Source wants somebody to sit down and learn how to meditate. If you want to live a softer life, that's the feminine part. The masculine part is the prayer part. You're sending out prayers to Source. The answers are within. You want to sit down and meditate. Meditate on what the message that you're sending out. That's also Mercury. That's a form of communication, is receiving the message, sending the message, receiving the message. All the answers that you seek are within you. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.